Good morning, everyone. We're here doing the lessons of A Course in Miracles, and today we are doing lesson number 202. And we're in a review period, so our theme for this entire period is I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. Love that. Okay, so the lesson that we will be reviewing today, I will be still an instant and go home. Why would I choose to stay an instant more where I do not belong, when God Himself has given me His voice to call me home? I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. Well, this one doesn't need too much of an explanation, right? I will be still an instant and go home. Sounds like doing a little meditation, listening up for a few, and then carrying on with your amazing day. So let's see what A Year of Forgiveness has to say about lesson 202. You are blessed beings indeed. I am that one you know as Jesus. We are pleased that you have come this far with us. Yeah! You are in the 200s now, and you have gone through some of the most difficult parts of the course. You have come to see that it has done you good, or you would not be here with us today. You have seen some transformations in your behavior. You have come to see some of the shenanigans that your thoughts get up to, and some of the thoughts you should not believe that reside within your consciousness. You have come to see that suffering is optional. You are not a body. This is one of the great lies your society tells you. It is promoted relentlessly, because it is one of the most disempowering thoughts you can have, that you are just a body. Your Western scientific method is based on that. Now, this could be a little triggering for some people out there, but that's okay, just listen. Spirituality is not allowed in your scientific method at all. Consciousness is removed from your scientific method, even though it is impossible for it to be removed. Scientists believe it has been removed, but it does not ever leave the experimenter's domain. People designing experiments have their perceptions deeply entrenched in the design of that experiment. Scientists observing experiments will change the outcome by their desires, because we're powerful creators, even if we're trying to be objective. Scientists observing experiments will change the outcome by their desires. I just said that. There is no clear scientific method as you believe, as what we were all taught in school, right? The biggest mistake the scientific method in your Western world makes is assuming that everything is physical and you are a body. The whole pharmaceutical industry is based on this idea that the body goes wrong for no reason, and that cannot be solved. Ugh. So much to say about these times we're living in and the beliefs around the pharmaceutical industry, right? And the scientific method is used as a sort of like a defense or an explanation for so many things. You know, the worshiping of science, almost, it seems like it's replacing spirituality in a way, and it's just interesting for this to come to the surface now during a post-COVID pandemic, whatever else is on the horizon for humanity. It's really good to read this and remember how we've been tricked, and how what we learned in school was a little untrue. This is not true. Miracles can happen, but they come from the mind. They come from healing the mind. They come from aligning the mind with love, not fear. You see the scientific proof of that. You see people who are stressed out all the time and have heart attacks. Their bodies fail. You see people who are self-loathing and unloving to themselves develop autoimmune diseases. The body seems to attack itself because they are attacking themselves. This process of mind reclamation, gaining back your sovereignty and aligning with love, is the miracle working device that those of you who suffer from sickness and pain want. It is the path home to health and true happiness. You are not a body. You are spirit. You have come from spirit, and you will return to spirit. Once this experience, this detour into fear, is over, You will return to the loving arms of the Divine Father, and you will not be judged for the errors you have made here. Stop berating yourself for failures and focus on what you are good at. Focus on what you love. Focus on the things that bring you joy. When joy courses through your body, it heals you because it is love. And that is the frequency of health and life, not death. Death is a choice. You do not think it is a choice. You believe it is an inevitability. As you say, there are only two things guaranteed in your life, death and taxes. But we disagree with that. There's only one thing guaranteed in your life, and that is to live for eternity. I am that one you know as Jesus, and we will speak to you again tomorrow. Wow. I think it's interesting that the lesson that we're supposed to ponder today is I will be still an instant and go home, and that the last line here is about the only thing that's true in life is that we live for eternity. So from an instant to eternity, you're covered. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful experience with these lessons. You're not a body, you are free, you're still as God created you. Remember that. And I'll see you tomorrow.